Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
Welcoming you to 6 in the City. Jackson, Tennessee is in the semifinals of this national competition through strongtowns.org.
That's right.
And we're going up this week against the city Brattleboro, Vermont.
Who to what?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, get on there and vote for us.
That's
strongtowns.org. And we're in the semifinals. I don't know what we win if we win the Strongtown competition, but we're going to win something.
Bragging rights and all kinds of good stuff, I would imagine.
Well, we got a full show, so what's going on here?
We have a full show. So we're going to be talking with Lindsay Dawkins. She's with the Greater Jackson Chamber. Okay. Got a lot of things going on, blood drive, membership breakfast, Capital Talk, all that. She's going to tell us what's going on.
Of that.
And then we're going to talk with Randy Broadway. He's a runner. And Bethany Kirby Outlaw. She's the director of the Crockett County Carl Perkins Center, because Randy's getting ready to do his 3rd annual
100-mile
Breaking the Chain 100-miler. So, yeah, I said 100-miler, and he is a runner. He's not driving the 100 miles. No. He's actually running the 100 miles. So he's going to tell us.
He's looking for people to go along with him.
That's right. And you can. Hey, you know, you can do it with him.
Randy wouldn't want me along.
That's right. David Kyles and George Googe are here because it's time for the spring concert with Jackson Area Communities Band. Ryan Porter is here. He is now JEA's Senior Vice President and Chief Operating Officer. Can talk to him about his new position. Yeah. And then Elizabeth Newman, she's with the American Cancer Society Glow Out. The 5K is coming up right around the corner. It's April the 20th. And we're going to find out the route and what's going on with that and how you can sign up. And then our entertainment today is a throwback, right?
Oh, yeah, it is. Ken Mallard's with it. Ken was going to be here with his friends today, and he's not feeling well. So, Ken, we wish you the best.
That's right.
But we have 2 or 3 segments with Ken. We've had, I guess, put back for a while.
That's right.
So we're going back to the vaults and bringing it all up. So stay right where you are. It's coming up on this 6 in the City.
Hi, I'm here to ask the people of Jackson to be a part of a groundbreaking program, 4 Minute City.
Every minute you don't get help after a sudden cardiac arrest, your chance of survival decreases by 10%.
That's why Friends of Heart and the Jackson Fire Department have created a care team.
A group of everyday citizens trained, equipped, and ready to save lives in our community.
Please call this number or visit our website.
Together, we can save lives.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensaver for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. Lindsay Dawkins is with us. She is with the Chamber, and she is the Vice President of
Investor Relations.
Investor Relations. So if you got money, she's looking for it.
I will take it.
We'll tell you right now, all right? Whatever. We got several events coming up with the Chamber. One of these is a blood drive.
That's right.
With, what is it, Leadership
Jackson?
Jackson?
Our Leadership Jackson. I know Cassandra knows about that, but our Leadership Jackson class is kind of a competition for the best of class.
Oh, is that right? So anybody was in Leadership Jackson
anybody, and maybe even get some of your friends and family involved. You just need to write down your class year, and it will be counted towards that. And obviously we're helping. Lifeline is always in need of blood and helping the community at the same time. So a little competition.
So it started yesterday?
It started last week, and it finishes up this Friday, so April 8th. So you have a couple of more days to go donate blood and help give back, and maybe figure out which class has some bragging rights.
Okay, we'll see. All right, so 183 Sterling Farms Drive.
That is correct. You can just go.
The mobile blood drives, do they count? Or
they can count, and you can go Sterling Farms and anytime, the times that they are open, and give blood.
That's
just make sure you indicate that you want to do it for the 2014 Leadership Jackson class.
Well, I think 2010 is a pretty good class.
There have been how many classes? There have been, what, 40 something
That's
classes,
right. Yes.
Or over 40, because I think a couple of years ago was 40th anniversary.
That's right.
So over
Yes.
40
So that's
classes.
underway, 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. each day, Monday through Saturday. Today through Saturday, this coming Saturday, at 183 Sterling Farms Drive. That's not the only thing that's going on.
That's right.
Also coming up
That's
later this
right.
month is we're going to do our final Capitol Talk.
That's right. And
Yeah, we missed the last one. We
did.
2 of the 3 were out, and
so we're excited.
they had Senate hearings that continued, I think, into a Friday, which they usually don't.
That's right. I mean, they were doing the work that they needed to do, so we were thankful for that. But we're excited that we can bring it back, and it's our chamber member breakfast and Capitol Talk together.
When is that going to be?
So it is April 28th at 7:30, and it is at the Carl Grant's.
Carl Grant
Event Center.
Union University.
Do we need to register for that?
We do need to
Okay.
register in advance for that because we do have limited seating. So JacksonTN.com.
JacksonTN.com.
That's right. Go to our events page and be able to register for that. And we're excited to hear what has been happening since we missed the last one.
This should be close to wrapping up.
That's right.
So.
And we've got some state legislators that are going to be there.
That's right. So we will have Senator Ed Jackson and then Representative Johnny Shaw and Chris Todd.
All right.
Yes.
And so that starts at 7:30 on the 20th. That'll be a Friday at the Carl Grant Events Center.
Just got to be sure to register online.
Register in advance.
Register in advance, and
That's
you do
right.
that again at JacksonTN.
JacksonTN.com, and you can go to our events page, and it will be under there.
All right. We also have a housing study that has been done with the Chamber, and that is available. What has been the reaction to this? People are hitting this for what reasons?
Yeah,
what kind of information are they looking for, and are they able to get?
Yeah, a lot of information is in the housing study, and we just want to be able to provide that as a resource to realtors, to developers that provide a foundation of planning as people are moving forward, as Jackson continues to grow. And so we released that several weeks ago, and it is available on our website, JacksonTN.com. Go to our news section, and it is all there, the full document, a video of kind of a snapshot of the findings. But it has a lot of information talking about our population growth, talking about the housing needs for our population growth, because if we don't have the housing, we're not going to have the growth.
Yeah.
And so it talks about that. It is a good document, and it's just, we want people to know it's a foundation of planning, and it shows our opportunity.
Yeah. So when somebody comes and asks you, I can't believe we have all these houses for sale. Why do we have all these houses for sale? You can say, tell you what, go to JacksonTN.com and check out the housing study.
That's right.
That'll explain a whole lot.
Yes, yes.
Well, we've got a ton of new housing going up. There are developments going up all over this city, and but of course, I think this study indicates that we're going to need more.
We're going to need a lot more.
Wow.
Because population growth, and this is obviously just an anticipation opportunity, but we could grow 11,000 to 13,000 people by 2035.
Wow. That's crazy.
Okay.
That's a lot of people. We do not have the housing for that right now.
Okay.
Right now, no. Hope we'll get there.
Right.
We will get there.
We got to get the traffic lights fixed, too.
Hey, now. You did have to bring that up.
That is not in the study.
That is not in that study.
Not in the
Lindsay's not here to talk about that. All right, Lindsay, it's good to see you.
It is. It's good to have you,
All right.
Lindsay. Go to JacksonTN.com and get all that information.
Well, we're getting ready to run 100 miles. We're going to do that next, or at
That's
least
right.
do what I do. I talk about running.
Hey, y'all heard him. He said we.
Yeah, I talk about running next on this Six in the City.
With EPlus broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for EPlus Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/textalerts for more information.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on EPlus broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Randy Broadway is with us. He is a runner. He's his third year with us, I think. He's been doing this run. And then Bethany Kirk Outlaw is with us. She's the director of the Exchange Club Carl Perkins Center for the Prevention of Child Abuse in Crockett County, Tennessee. And their offices are downtown in Alamo. And so Randy's been doing this run, 100 miles. He did it the first 2 years for Chester County and now doing it for Crockett County. So it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
And Randy really does run 100 miles.
He does.
And you've run with him.
Not the 100.
Not the 100, but you've run.
I have run with him, yes, yes.
I said he's going to end up at B.B. King's Blues Club on Beale Street. I'm going to try to meet Randy when he gets down here.
Now, you know he'll be there at the crack of dawn.
Yeah. I thought you were coming in yesterday, so I got here early. Yeah. All right. So, Randy, what does it take to do this?
Lots of training, a lot of focus. Just
you
a lot
train
of time.
all the time?
I do, pretty much. Just run for the most part every day. Take a couple of days a week off, but
you run how far?
Anywhere from 4 to
30.
Anywhere from 4 to 30 miles
a day.
Not per day, but yeah, per day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a slow day if you use 4 miles.
Now, and sometimes some of those miles are on the treadmill, so think about that on the treadmill.
No, I don't want to think about any of that.
Randy, what got you started doing this in the first place?
Carl Perkins Center has a special place in my heart, and just want to do something with a purpose, a cause, and put this together. And it's been a great success so far. This will be the third year, and the first 2 years were a great experience, and I'm looking forward to another good year this year.
Randy's going to do this run, let's see, and it will start
at 10 a.m.
10 a.m., and it's going to be when? April the 15th.
April the 15th.
Which is a Saturday.
Starts at the Crockett County Carl Perkins Center, which is at 312 South Bell Street, right in Alamo. And I'm assuming it'll be as it was before, that anybody and everybody can come out and start you off. They can even run the 100 miles with you, right?
Everyone's welcome to come out and join. We'll have an escort, the local police department, possibly the fire department. There'll be escorts leading us to the county line, and then we'll go from
so,
there.
Bethany, you say that you run with him to the county line.
Beg your pardon?
You start
She said 5.2.
Yes.
Just starting out, and you can run with him to the county line.
Right. We're also having an additional run for those of us who can't run 100 miles. Yes. Mm-hmm. And so we will start at the same time and have the celebration, and they'll run 5.2 miles. And so if anybody wants to sign up for that, we encourage you to. And we just thank Randy so much for, April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month, and this is just a wonderful opportunity for us to create even more awareness for the center and raise dollars, much needed dollars, and we're just grateful that he is doing it for Crockett, and he's raised his children there, and he's.
Okay. So, Bethany, how do people get involved with the 5.2? Do you register for this in advance?
Yes, you can go to www.carlperkinscenter.org, and you can register for the 5.2.
How much is that?
It's $15.
$15, okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now, are you guys still taking sponsors?
The sponsorship deadline's been closed, and we have
who
more
are the
sponsors than ever this year. We have 14 sponsors this year.
Okay.
3 have chosen to remain anonymous.
All right.
And we're thankful for them. But the other sponsors as well is Hoyt Hayes Construction, Townsend Doors and Hardware, Delta Electrical Incorporated, Gray Bar, which is an electrical supply company, Townsend Systems, Cadence Bank, Wade Norris Logging, Polished 5 Star, a nail salon on Van Drive, the David Dallas family, Tom and Donna Orr, and Panera Bread.
All right. Randy's going to leave the Crockett County Carl Perkins Center at 312 South Bell Street in Alamo, and that'll be at 10 o'clock on Saturday, April the 15th. You'll run where? What's this route going to Memphis now?
We'll leave Alamo, take us through Bells, and make our way over to Brownsville, head over towards Millington, and make our way to Beale Street.
And you'll arrive at Beale Street at what, about approximate time?
Between 10 and 11 o'clock Sunday morning.
Okay.
10 o'clock
And
Sunday
is there I see there's something about an online auction that you guys are going to
We're going to have an online auction as well. Been extremely blessed this year. 14 sponsors, but to go along with that, we've had companies to donate items to have an online auction. And I'll list them here real quick. Gray Bar Electric has made a donation. Chicken Salad Chick has made a donation. Buff City Soap, Carico's Pizza, Polished 5 Star, the nail salon. And then my wife as well, she handcrafts a couple of wreaths that we're going to auction off.
Will this be on your website?
Okay.
And the Breaking
And
the
the Breaking
Chain.
the, if they want to go to the Breaking the Chains 100 miler, and
Is
I
that on
can follow
Facebook,
it,
or is
it'll be
that-
on Facebook.
Okay.
It's on Facebook.
And the auction will be there.
Okay, all right, good deal.
Thank you both so
Randy,
much for
thank
being
you so
here.
much,
Yes.
and Bethany, it's good to have you with us
It
as
is.
well.
Thank
you so
We
much.
appreciate it. So
Thank you.
April the 15th, we're going to the main stage. We welcome Ken Mallard and friends.
I've heard this statement when I was a kid. Now's the time. You better straighten up, or something like that. So now's the time. You better do it. So I thought this is a good song for now's the time. Do we help our fellow man? Yes, we do. Hold his hand, taking time to understand. Now's the time. Now's the time. Now's the time. Now's the time. Now's the time to love somebody. Now's the time. Give your neighbor a little time. Now's the time. Now's the time. Come on, people, hear my prayer. Tell the world, don't ask why. Take your place and let it fly. Now's the time. Now's the time. Now's the time. Now's the time. Now's the time.
Donating blood is safe, easy, and in less than an hour, you can save up to 3 lives. If you've donated with us before, thank you. We can't wait to see you again. If you've never donated before, now is the time. Give blood at Lifeline Blood Services today.
System Operational Achievement Recognition, the SOAR Award, is the American Public Gas Association's recognition for excellence in a natural gas utility. The award covers employee safety, system improvement, system integrity, workforce development. There are over 700 APGA members. In 2022, 14 of those systems received a SOAR Award. With the top-level gold SOAR Award, only one system, the Natural Gas Division of the Jackson Energy Authority. Being an industry leader is all a part of JEA today.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood. Lifeline Blood Services provides blood to 17 hospitals and 12 air vac services in 20 counties. To make your donation, you can come to one of our 2 locations today.
Let's talk some music, maybe a night at the movies. How does that sound?
It sounds great.
Doing pretty good so far. David Cowles and George Googe are with us. They're with the community bands, and the next concert, community concert, is coming up May 1st. It's going to be at 7 o'clock at Union University Savage Chapel. It will feature the Symphonic Winds and the Swing Orchestra, both that night. Absolutely free concert, no admission charge, so we're fired up and ready to go.
Everybody can go.
That's right. That's right. And it's a volunteer organization. We donate our services. My wife and I both play in it. We have to negotiate when each of us gets to practice, though. And our conductor for the Symphonic Winds that Becky and I play in is Tony Burris, who's a retired band director from Gibson County, is also serving as mayor of Trenton.
Okay. So he does this to keep the music thing going in his life.
Right.
Yeah.
How many are in the Symphonic Winds?
Yeah, there is about right at 50
that's a good
members.
amount.
So good size performance group. So the night of the movies theme, what's it going to mean?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of movie music that we're familiar with. We may not realize it until we hear it. But for instance, the song "Anything I Do It for You" came from Robin Hood.
Okay.
And then, of course, Les Mis, I call it, Les Miserables, has a bunch of very recognizable pieces in there. We're doing a selection of different Harry Potter music, because there's a bunch of different movies.
Yeah, that series has done well.
Right, all right. And then the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Always.
So the Symphonic Winds will play first.
That's right.
Night. Okay, 7 o'clock. So y'all will play how long, please?
Usually about 45 minutes to 50 minutes.
45 to 50 minutes, then we'll take an intermission. Then we're going to turn it over to David Cowles, and he's going to come in with the swing orchestra. Dave, what have you got lined up?
Well, we've got a marvelously talented bunch of people that play in the swing orchestra, and you might think from the name Swing Orchestra that all we do is 30s and 40s dance music. Actually, we do art music, stuff that's been written just a few years ago for groups like this. This movement started back in the 20s and what we call big band era, on up through the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 90s, and it's coming over to this century also. But we do a lot of art music, a lot of music that's...
Art music is what?
Well, it's just music to listen to.
Okay.
You know, it's not music to dance to. You know, the jazz band like ours has its roots in dance music, but, you know, we do play some... dance music. We're doing a Tower of Power piece this time too. But anyway, a lot of our music that we play is just I guess we'd call it easy listening stuff.
Okay.
Some of it's not that easy to listen to, but it takes you paying attention to.
So it's not all jazz or whatever.
No, it's not all jazz. Really, we have a lot of about half of our group is former musicians, presently teachers and retired teachers that have taught music for their whole careers, and a lot of really extremely talented young people from around the area that play with us too. So,
David, do some of these musicians play with both groups, or is it just you have your own separate set? Or
yes, we do have some people that play in both groups.
Both groups. Was community band, the traditional community bands, I guess, goes back all through our history. I guess.
Oh yes, in the 1800s, even
you see
they're very
photos
popular. Right.
When they used to have Lancaster Park or Highland Park or whatever, where there were gazebos. And
yes.
It was just part of the structure of the community, I guess.
That's right. People would come out and for an evening or a weekend and listen to a band concert at the gazebo or the park.
And there were marching units, right? John Philip Sousa. I mean, that was kind of that whole thing. A lot of people were doing that music, right, in those days.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And there's like this swing orchestra, the community bands. Symphonic Winds has a broad spectrum of players. Some of them are current band directors, former symphony members, and people that just picked up their instrument again after high school or college.
Oh, wow. Dug it back out.
Yeah.
I tried that one time, it didn't work.
Yeah, you also tried singing too.
Yeah, I know that.
We'll talk about that.
Apertures can go away, whatever that is, right?
Yeah.
This is coming up Monday, May the 1st at 7 o'clock. No tickets needed. It's
That's right.
free
That's
admission. Come on, come on.
At Union's Chapel.
All right. Jim Savage Chapel there at Union University, and that's the community band concert for the spring, May 1st. Do 2 a year, right?
Yes,
Usually,
that's right.
Two a
That's
year.
right.
See the Symphonic Winds and the Jackson Swing Orchestra. It's good to see you both.
It is. Good to have you guys.
Thank you very much.
Both these guys are retired, but they say they're busier now than they've ever been.
I know.
That's
That's
right.
what
All right.
happens when you retire.
Good deal. We're going back to the main stage. We welcome once again Mr. Ken Mallard and friends.
There she stands, early morning, the sun sifting through her hair, her eyes sparkle like diamonds by the river in the mountain air. There he is, hands like leather, by the cabin he made, a strong and loving provider, by the river through the glade. The mountains are calling, come be part of me. Everyone is welcome by the river flowing free. There they are, all the children together into the night, around the campfire burning, by the river flowing out of sight. The mountains are calling, come be part of me. Everyone is welcome by the river flowing free.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus Broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus Broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
That's my neighbor, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, John. Joe's about to make a very big mistake.
Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Hey, congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
Elizabeth Newman is the marketing manager with the Kirkland Cancer Center. She is here today talking about an event that will benefit the American Cancer Society.
Something you'd love to do.
And it's not one of those barbecue dinners. It's not one of those runs.
It's not a pancake breakfast.
Not a pancake breakfast and that other good stuff. It's another one of those runs. But this is the one that's done at night.
That's right.
It's the Glow Out 5K. That is coming up when?
Yeah, so it's April 20th.
April 20th, which will be a Thursday
It's a Thursday night, yes.
Thursday evening.
Mhm.
It starts at what time?
It starts at 6:30. Registration starts at 6:30, and then the Glow Out will start at 7:30 p.m. And we'll have our awards at 8:30 p.m.
So it'll launch from the Kirkland Cancer Center?
Yeah, so we'll start at the Kirkland Cancer Center, and we'll go around to some of those neighborhoods behind Kirkland Cancer Center, and then end up back by the hospital.
Okay.
Oh, wow. So where do we need to register for it?
So if you go online to runsignup.com/race/TN/Jackson/KCC Glow Out, you can register online. So it's kind of a long website.
Or
yes.
go to Run Sign Up and search for Kirkland Cancer Center
Yes,
Glow Out.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's $30 to register, and that guarantees you a T-shirt until tomorrow, April the 5th. And then after tomorrow, you're not guaranteed the T-shirt with the registration fee.
Okay, all right.
Just go ahead,
And
so-
it is one of the races in the West Tennessee Racing Series, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you'll get points.
Yes.
So your points are with your road runners?
Yep.
Yes, the
Okay.
road runners.
So this is serious stuff.
It is serious stuff. You got to be there to get your points.
Or how did Kirkland Cancer Center get connected with this?
Yeah, so we are we participate with the Madison County Relay for Life, and so this is one of our fundraisers that will benefit the Madison County Relay for Life.
Okay.
So is it just a run? Is there a fun walk or a walk?
Yeah,
or?
so it's a 5K walk or run, and it's also a 1 mile walk or run, so whichever you prefer. But they will be timed for anybody who wants to, know their time for the race. So.
See, there you go.
Okay.
You could do the 1
So
mile walk.
I could do 1 mile.
Get your new
You keep
shoes out.
Well, you keep trying to drag me. And I am using the shoes.
I
am using
haven't
the shoes.
seen it. I have not
Well,
witnessed it with
yeah,
my own eyes.
No, well, I know, but I'm doing it in the morning.
I'll have to ask Pam about
You can
that.
ask Pam about it. I am actually walking. Believe it or not.
Is there going to be registration day of?
Yes.
Can we do walk-up registration?
Yeah, so walk-up registration begins at 6:30 p.m., and so you can register then.
Okay. All
as
right.
well.
Well, tell us about the Kirkland Cancer Center. What do you want people to know about?
Yeah, so at the Kirkland Cancer Center, we see hematology and oncology patients. So we do medical oncology and radiation oncology.
Okay. Yeah. How many people are involved now with this? How many patients or clients or whatever do you see?
So we see over 250 patients a day.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's a lot.
Kind of amazing. There was a time it was not.
That's right.
Okay.
Constantly growing.
And so it's constantly growing, and it's just,
It's a great asset to have right here.
Are cancer rates still going up, or have they leveled out? I mean, we know more treatment alternatives now, and survival rates are much better than they have been.
Yeah, so we've actually seen a decline in the cancer death rates. So that's a really positive thing. Yeah.
Okay. So this treatment, challenging, these treatments are.
Yeah.
But life-saving and life-changing out there. Well, it's good to have you with us.
It is. Good to have you.
Good to be here.
And once again, that Glow Out 5K, that is a fun evening. And so it's 6:30. Launch at 6:30, register at 5:30.
On the 20th.
And that will be
which
the
is
20th
Thursday
of
night.
April, Thursday, next
That's
week.
right.
And it'll launch there at the Kirkland Cancer Center. I'll take it to the parking lot out there.
Yeah, so we'll start right in front of Kirkland Cancer Center, yes.
Okay, all right. Well, it's good to have you with us.
It is. Thank you.
We
Thanks for
appreciate
being
it.
here.
Congratulations on your work and appreciate everybody that's involved with that. When we come back, we have a COO once again at the Jackson
COO.
Energy Authority.
That's
And we're going to try to find out why.
Maybe you
Right.
can tell us a little bit more of what's going to
Well,
happen.
Jim Watson was COO when we went to work here
He was.
2 decades ago, and we didn't have one for a while. We got one now, so there's got to be a reason. We're going to meet him and find out about all that coming up next on this Six in the City.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So EPlus Broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, and any way you can imagine.
For 9 years, the READ team has helped over 2,200 second graders read better through coaching and friendships. Students have increased their word recognition by as much as 300%. Reading on grade level opens the door for Google searches, driver's licenses, and career opportunities. Invest 1 hour a week to give our second graders every chance to read on grade level. Go to thereadteam.org to sign up. The READ Team, changing our community one word at a time, in partnership with JMCSS, Leaders Education Foundation, and United Way of West Tennessee. But you already knew that because you can read.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. And Ryan Porter is with us, and he is the Chief Operating Officer, the COO of the Jackson Energy Authority. And we were talking about it when we went to work here 20 years ago, right at it. Jim Watson was the COO. Right. And in that position, somewhere or another, kind of went away and is back.
That's right. And matter of fact, my first go through with
you were
JEA,
here
I worked directly for Jim, and he was a great influence on me and is a great man. So.
Yes, absolutely. And it was, just a splendid time in the history of this company. So we got a COO again. Why? Or what did they tell you?
That's a great question.
I wish Monty was here. And we need to find out what this job is.
Well, I get to work with the operations, the engineering, human resources, and then economic and industrial development folks.
Okay.
But really, if you think about it, JEA is, as you guys know, several different companies really rolled into one. You've got electric, gas, water, wastewater, telecom, propane, and then you've got accounting and billing and
customer service,
HR, customer service, distribution, purchasing, marketing. And so you think about that, and you've got people that are in positions where they think big picture, right? They're thinking 5, 10, 15 years out, and they're looking at the big picture, the overall direction of the company. Then you've got these other employees that are looking at, they get a work order every day, and they've got a job to do right here. And how do we bridge that gap and communicate the vision with the people that are doing the everyday work and vice versa, so that there's just not people sitting in a building somewhere making decisions that impact people that are doing their jobs every day and vice versa.
Okay. So it comes in that overall role. So you work specific. So your contact point then within those different divisions is the vice president?
The vice presidents of those 4 divisions.
Okay.
I get to work with. I have the pleasure to work with. There are a lot of great, really smart, hardworking people at JEA that I get the privilege to tag along with.
Well, that's one thing about this company. This is I had, if you'd have told me 30 years ago you're going to be working with a utility company, I said, you lost your ever-loving mind.
Right.
Right. And of course, when telecom came in, it brought a whole different set of people here. And it was just an interesting thing to see all this blend out there.
Well, and telecom too brought in a whole new,
different type
just a whole new realm of things because it's a competitive market.
Yeah, that was new for JEA. The fact that if you live in the city of Jackson, you want electricity, there's one
provider. Right. Yeah.
Whereas if you want cable, internet, telephone, you've got options.
A lot of options out there. I remember one time we were doing leadership JEA. Mike Diggs, who was at that time was one of our electric guys, he said, here's how I'm going to express it. He said, people like me think people like you don't work. Run around here with a TV camera.
But that's my point is you've got these employees that do a lot of great work, but they're in an office 8 hours a day. And
doing their job.
Right. And then you've got these other employees, they're out in the field working really, really hard doing their job, and there's, one group may not understand the importance of the other.
So part of your function is to work with each of these different divisions in those areas you talked about, and then also to take that then to the senior management.
That's right. Hopefully to be a conduit between both of those groups, so that the people in the field that are working in distribution, purchasing, things like that, field service, understand the decisions that are being made at the leadership level, and then vice versa, that when these decisions are being made that impact these people that are working, they understand the impact of their decisions and maybe the indirect results of
that are
those
consequences
decisions.
of that.
That's right.
So because sometimes you make a decision, it makes perfect sense on the upper floor of management, and when it gets down to the field, people don't understand what's happening here.
Or the people in the field hear about a decision that upper management made that is very logical when you think of the direction the company's going, and they don't understand.
Right.
And I've been going out with the crews, which is my favorite part of, even when I worked at JA previously, is spending time with the crews and going out and learning what the water guys do and the gas and field service and electric crews. It's a great opportunity to learn, and I suggest anybody that works at JA to do that. It's a eye-opening experience.
So even though you worked here before, it's a totally new learning experience for you.
That's right, and even the people. I mean, there's so many people. I guess I've been gone 12, 13 years. So
it's a whole different set of people here,
A lot of new people.
It is. A lot of new work ethics and
I think one of the things too, when you go through, and when I look, we've just been here around 20 years, and people have been here longer. But when you go through an economic downturn like 2008, 2009, there was a real retrenching of the number of employees, contractors, and all this stuff brought in, which did not successfully work long term. It was understandable at the time, but then if you're going to build a corporate culture, and that's one thing I think this company has had and continues to have, is a real commitment on the part of the people that work here. They care about this company.
That's right. You're exactly
And they believe
right.
that this company cares about them as well.
That's the greatest asset of JA is its people. I think the people are good, knowledgeable, hardworking people that love their community and love the work that they do. And that's if you can build a culture where people love their job, love who they work with, and love who they work for, then you're going to be successful at whatever you do. And talking about culture, that's something that Monty Cooper, the new CEO, has developed as 4 teams that are going to be looking at employee culture, innovation, diversity, and customer service. So there'll be a team of senior level leadership and mid-level leadership, and then employees that will make up a team that are going to look at those 4 initiatives and come back and suggest some objectives for senior leadership to put in place.
So a lot more employee involvement this go around with our new leadership. So.
That's right. We're going to be over transparent, which I think hopefully some of you guys have seen, and hopefully communication will go and information will go both ways.
They're talking to us. Can you stay? You going to stay with us another segment?
Sure.
All right. We'll be right back. We'll get the voice out here. We got to take a break,
and
we'll be right
back.
We'll continue this conversation with Ryan Porter. He is the Chief Operating Officer, the COO of the Jackson Energy Authority. That continues on 6 in the City.
This is a song that I wrote during the COVID while we wasn't able to go play too much. And it's called Those Beautiful Eyes, because everybody had a mask on and all you could see were their eyes. And everybody don't have beautiful eyes, but some people do. A girl that runs one of the assisted living homes, activities directors, she had beautiful eyes. And my daughter came over to bring us some food one day. And she had her mask on and she brought it to the back door. And she had the most beautiful eyes that I'd ever seen. And then someone else put a picture on Facebook with them with a mask on, and they had just round, big, bright eyes. So I wrote this song because of them. Those eyes, those beautiful eyes, makes my heart flutter like a butterfly. Those lips, those tender lips, covered with a mask, a newsprescript. I long to see your face. I long to be in your embrace. Those eyes, those those beautiful eyes makes my heart flutter like a butterfly. One day when COVID ends, I hope to be with you again. I will sing for you and say, I want to hold all of you today. I long to see your face. I long to be in your embrace. Those eyes, those beautiful eyes, makes my heart flutter like a butterfly. Makes my heart flutter like a butterfly.
It stands out in the landscape. It's the newest and largest water tank in the JEA system. Located northeast of McKellar-Sipes Airport, it holds 2.5 million gallons of water. Construction costs just shy of $4 million. But it will supply water and the water pressure necessary to sustain fire hydrants in an expanding industrial and commercial area of Jackson. Meeting needs and building for the future, all a part of JEA today.
From time to time, life may throw us a curveball. Even with the best of efforts, maintaining the essentials like utilities can be difficult. With UtiliCare, you can make a donation to help provide utility assistance to families right here in Jackson. Your contribution makes a difference for those families struggling to pay utility bills. Go online to learn more or donate. jaxenergy.com/UtiliCare.
Ryan Porter is with us. He is the Chief Operating Officer with the Jackson Energy Authority. He's been in this position for about a month. What have you seen? Just how you've been riding with crews and everything else, yeah. and so what happens? You know, when you hit the ground running day one.
That's right. I'm in obviously a much different capacity than I am now. So we're in the middle of budget.
Right.
I just got back out of a 5-hour budget meeting this morning. So that's it.
And as you talk about, we have different divisions here, and they don't share revenue.
Right. Each one has their own budget.
So who's paying for the lobby?
right.
I mean,
That's exactly
how much square footage or how many customer service reps am I responsible for?
There's a lot of formulas.
Yeah, a lot of formulas. And they are often debated.
That's right.
Right, as to, I want to pay my fair share, but not a penny more.
That's right. So a lot of fun conversations, as you can imagine. But they all do a great job, and Michelle and her team in accounting and finance, they manage all of that and do a great job.
Well, the benefit of this, and when the Jackson Utility Division was formed back in 1959, it was unheard of. I mean, Nashville today has all these utility entities are separate. So when you come to town, you want to do business in Nashville, you got to meet with different people, with different engineers and everything else, and they do not coordinate and cooperate. Where here, all under one umbrella.
That's right.
And there's some cohesive result from this.
That's right. It's great for our customers and great for industrial prospects
that are coming into town.
As we're having a conversation. But internally, it creates, I guess, opportunity for compromise and things like that. So it's good. So that's new to me. I think as all companies, not just at JEA, but sort of adjusting to the culture of younger workforce and how to deal with a 21-year-old versus, when I was here before, it seemed like it was I won't say aging workforce, but people had been here for longer periods of time, and our turnover looks different now than it did when I was here previously. And quite honestly, there'd been some changes to the pension and things like that, and so our turnover rate's not what it once was. So I think we have some an opportunity to really improve what we were talking about earlier with our employee culture and make it a place where people want to get a job, and then once they get a job, a place they want to stay. And so that's some work we have to do, and I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, all right. Now, you report directly to the CEO?
To Monty Cooper.
Or to Monty Cooper, who's the CEO. And then Ted Austin, who's been the Vice President of Marketing and Customer Relations and all that, he's reporting now. He's a Chief Communications Officer, right?
That's right.
CCO.
So you have 4 chiefs now. Right. You've got Mike Bond, who's Chief
Technology.
That's right.
Okay.
And then you've got myself. You've got Michelle Williams, who's Chief Financial Officer.
Right, okay.
And then Ted Austin.
And when you talk to people, Mike Bond and these people work almost anonymously here, but the tech area, security and everything else is just we got people out there who have to anticipate what bad guys want to hack into and how to prevent them from
That's
doing
right,
it.
and that's one of the initiatives that we'll be tackling is innovation, both internally. How can we be more innovative and transparent and things like that internally, but also from how we engage with our customers.
Because that's becoming more and more a tech issue.
Right.
That's right, and you've got meters that you can read without sending a meter reader, and then billing and apps and how we communicate, as you guys well know, how we communicate with our customers. All that's going to change, and we want to be leading that effort in changing.
Well, it's like enrolling a child in school, and I didn't realize this. The only way you can enroll a child in school here is on the internet.
That's right.
I mean, you can't just walk in the central office and say, hey, I've got this young'un here and I want to drop him off somewhere, right?
Time for school.
Yeah.
Well, Mike did a presentation the other day. What's coming is that where you can log in on an app or online and you can see your usage down to the minute at your house for water, wastewater, electric, gas.
You'll know what's going on.
So it's really, really neat stuff.
Yeah. It takes the surprise out of building and everything else, but it's just...
It's going to be a whole different world.
You think about this, and like I said, these crews are out working out every day. One thing about the Jackson Energy Authority that has impressed me is the anticipation of future growth in preparation of all that. And then, like I said, when these engineers run lines, everything else, they don't wind up under your porch because they know what they're doing. They have to set that stuff miles away.
Well, in the investment they make in their employees as well as the community
but maintaining
itself.
the system, because you look at Jackson, Mississippi, and that water system, it hasn't been maintained. Hasn't been maintained for decades. And then when it hits, then it's your way, but you don't have the money to catch up.
There's 2 pieces of that, right? Maintaining the infrastructure you have, and then we all know wastewater infrastructure drives development.
Right.
That's right.
Development's going to follow wastewater. And so how do we maintain our current infrastructure, but also invest in the future of not only JEA, but the future of Jackson.
Future of JEA is the future of Jackson.
That's right.
That's one thing we see. Ryan, good to have you here.
It is.
Man, I'm happy to be here. Maybe I'll make it another day or 2.
All right.
We'd love to have you. Come on back.
We'll be back with more as we continue. Six in the City.
Hey, have you heard about 4 Minute City? Do you know what it is?
Our city has over 100 sudden cardiac arrests every year.
That's why the 4 Minute City program was created.
By placing easy-to-use defibrillators in homes and businesses throughout Jackson, we can save lives.
This is not some hypothetical. This is real.
But it's up to us. Want to do something good?
Come on, Jackson. Get involved.
You just might save my life.
And I might save yours.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
As always, we want to thank our guests for being with us today, and thank you for being with us. We have a YouTube page, right, where these shows post on YouTube. A lot of other things we do at EPlus TV6. We did a special show this week, Studio 6, with 4 gentlemen, well, with the musicians and everything, or 9 people that were with us on the history of black gospel quartet music in this city, and we're looking forward to that coming out. The Friends of the Library, reminder, Louis Skipper, the poet's going to be here, James Cherry with the grill,
right. Yep.
and that's going to be Thursday at noon, Thursday of this week. And the M.D. Anderson Planetarium has another month of shows, starting with Black Holes, The Other Side of Infinity. If you're watching us on Tuesday, April the 4th, that's coming up at 5:30 this afternoon. They'll repeat that at Friday at 1:30 as well. And you got some events.
Just a couple of things. There's some egg hunts at Donnell Century Farm this weekend on the 7th and the 8th from 10 to 5. Emily McGill has her EP released. It's at Hub City on the 8th. It's at 7:30. You can get tickets at eventbrite.com. And then there's an Easter brunch at the Doubletree on the 9th. It's from 10:30 to 2 p.m. Reservations at 731-410-2036 and will be closed. Business offices and our retail centers will be closed on Friday for Good Friday.
Holy Week services continue at noon this week through the Ministerial Association, and tomorrow at Skyline, and Thursday at West Jackson. That's at noon with a light lunch to follow. And so appreciate you being with us. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Appreciate y'all being with us. Good Lord willing, we'll see you again next week. And of course, He is risen, and that is celebrated this weekend.
Exactly.
It is a special season. We're going back to the main stage. Ken Mallard and friends.
This song is called The Hourglass. And there's an image circling around on Facebook of an old man holding hands with a little boy walking away from the camera view. And they both have an hourglass on their backs. And the old man's hourglass, the sand is almost all gone from the top, and it's into the bottom. And the little boy's is all in the top, just starting out in life. And I thought that was a good idea for a song, so I wrote this one about the hourglass. And the message is, don't waste the sand in your hourglass. When I was young, I had it all. Everything was in front of me. Places to go, things to see, beautiful sights to see. There's so much life all around, and we want to see it all. But we need to slow down and enjoy. Smell the roses before they fall. Don't waste the sand in your hourglass. What you have will have to do. Don't let the thief in the night take it from you.